Assalamualaikum and a very good day to Dr. Nosim and my fellow groupmates. Today I'll be presenting about orthodontic case presentation. We will begin with part A, which start with orthodontic examination and diagnosis. Patient's initial is KA, a 23-year-old Malay male. Patient's complaint was malaligned upper teeth and there's no any relevant medical history. Moving on to extraoral examination. For the skeletal pattern, in anteroposterior view, patient has a class 2 skeletal pattern with a convex facial profile. In a transverse plane, patient has a symmetrical face with competent lips, and in the vertical plane, patient has a low Frankfurt mandibular plane angle with a moderate lower anterior facial height. For intraoral examination, patient's oral hygiene is fair. The oral mucosa shows no abnormality. The gingiva is healthy and pink with sharp interdental papilla. There is a yellowish discoloration on the distal of 1-3 and there is caries on the distal pit of 4-6. Clinically, teeth present for the upper arch are from 7 to 7 as well as for the lower arch. For the occlusal analysis of the lower arch, the shape is a U-shaped arch. For the labial segment, there is severe crowding of 9 mm. 3-2 and 4-2 displaced lingually, 4-1 rotated mesiolingually, 4-3 displaced labially and is mesially angulated. For the buccal segment, both left and right side shows mild irregularities with 3-7, 4-5 and 4-7 displaced buccally. For the upper arch, it is a U-shaped arch. On the labial segment, there is moderate crowding of 5 mm. 1-3 displaced labially, 1-2 displaced palatally, 2-1 rotated distolabially, and 2-2 rotated mesiopalatally. On the buccal segment, there is mild irregularities on both right and left side with 1-7 and 2-7 displaced buccally. For the interarch analysis on the labial segment, patient has a class 2 diff to incisor relationship with a reduced overjet. There is increased overbite of 60% on 1-1 to the lower 4-1. There is anterior open bite on 1-3 to the lower 4-3. There is also posterior open bite on 2-7 to the lower 3-7. And there is lower midline shift to the right by 1 mm considering that the upper midline coincides with the facial midline. For the buccal segment, on the right side, the canine relationship is class 2 half unit and the molar relationship is class 2 half unit as well. On the left side, the canine relationship is class 2 quarter unit with a molar relationship of class 1. And for the IOTN, I put it as 4D, which is due to the displacement of contact point between 4-3 distal and 4-4 mesial. And for the radiograph interpretation on the OPG, we can see that both condyles are of the same size, all teeth are present, and there are horizontal impacted 3-8 and 4-8. Moving on to lateral calf, this is the tracing that I've done. For the interpretation, the SNA value is higher than normal value, which means that maxilla is prognathing. The SNB value falls within normal range, indicating mandible is in normal position in relation to cranial base. The ANB for this patient is higher than normal value, indicating that this patient has a class 2 skeletal pattern. The SNMXP of this patient falls within normal range, therefore ANB correction can be applied. The MMPA for this patient is normal, which means that the inclination of maxilla relative to the mandible is within normal range. The upper incisor to maxillary plane angle is within the normal range. The lower incisor to mandibular plane angle is higher, indicating procline lower incisors. The interincisal angle is reduced and the lower anterior facial height is within normal value. Since A and B correction for this patient can be applied, after Innsman correction, the new E and B is 6 degree. However, this value indicates that the patient would still be in class 2 skeletal pattern. For summary, patient is a 23-year-old Malay male, came with complaint of malaligned upper teeth. He presented with class 2 diff to malocclusion on class 2 skeletal pattern with low FMPA. There is severe crowding on lower labial segment and moderate crowding on upper labial segment. Both upper and lower buccal segments have mild irregularities. Caries is seen on the distal pit of 4/6. In occlusion, patient has reduced overjet and increased overbite of 60% on 1/1. There is anterior open bite on 1/3 to the lower 4/3, and there is also posterior open bite on 2/7 to the lower 3/7. Lower midline shifted to the right by 1 mm. Canal relationship on the right is class 2 half unit, while on the left is class 2 quarter unit. Molar relationship on the right is class 2 half unit, while on the left is class 1. The etiology for this case is skeletal pattern and dentoalveolar discrepancy. The problem list would be class 2 skeletal pattern, low FMPA, fair oral hygiene, caries on 4/6 distal, severe crowding on lower labial segment, moderate crowding on upper labial segment, class 2 div2 incisor relationship, reduced overjet, increased overbite of 60% on 1/1, anterior open bite on 1/3 to the lower 4/3, posterior open bite on 2/7 to the lower 3/7, lower midline shift to the right by 1 mm. Canal relationship on right side is class 2 half unit, while on left is class 2 quarter unit, and molar relationship on the right side is class 2 half unit. Aim of treatment would be to accept class 2 skeletal pattern, to accept low FMPA, to improve oral hygiene, to restore tooth 4/6, to relieve crowding on lower labial segment as well as upper labial segment, to correct incisor relationship to class 1, to correct overjet to normal, to correct overbite to normal, to eliminate anterior open bite on 1/3 as well as posterior open bite on 2/7, to correct the lower midline shift, to correct canal relationship to class 1 bilaterally, and the last one would be to correct molar relationship on the right to class 1. For treatment plan, phase 1 would be nil, phase 2 are oral hygiene, education and instruction, scaling and prophylaxis, followed by restoration on 4/6 distal. Phase 3 would be referral to orthodontic department for fixed appliances and extraction together with Holly retainer at the end of the treatment. Phase 4 is review. Moving on to part B, which is the removal appliance. The case that I got is a 16-year-old Malay lady came with a complaint of overlapping and jutting out of upper front teeth. The overjet on 2/1 is 6 mm and the overbite is 40% incomplete. For the intraoral examination on the upper arch, there is mild crowding of 2 mm on the upper labial segment, and there are well aligned with mild irregularities both right and left upper buccal segment. Whereas on the lower arch, there is well aligned lower labial segment and also well aligned with mild irregularities on both right and left lower buccal segment. Treatment plan for this case would be phase 1 nil, phase 2 oral health education and oral health instruction, followed by scaling and prophylaxis. Phase 3 is the construction of upper removable appliance and enamel stripping. Phase 4 would be review. This is the design that I proposed for the upper removable appliance. The design consists of labial bow from 1/3 to 2/3, Adam clamps on 1/6 and 2/6, acrylic base plate and anterior bite plane. The labial bow acts to reduce the overjet. The Adam clamps acts as retention for the upper removable appliance. Acrylic base plate acts as anchorage for teeth movement, and finally anterior bite plane, which function to disengage the occlusion of upper and lower anterior teeth and allow eruption for posterior teeth to correct the overbite. With that, thank you for your time and attention.